What is up, guys? It is Christ. We are back with another video. Welcome back to Angra Tuesday, and welcome back to the Angels Cry album reaction. Last week we did 4 songs, and this week, just to sort of even it out, we're only going to be doing 3. We're going to be doing, what's this song called? Stand Away, Never Understand, and Wuthering Heights. So the first one we're going to be checking out is called Stand Away. And looking at sort of the description, there's no real description or like interpretation of it. But from what I've seen in the lyrics, it kind of looks like he is lead singer is kind of looking at the state of Brazil, seeing that everybody is in poverty and that the church is taking advantage of these people instead of helping them out. That's just simply what I see. You guys can feel free to correct me. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the song. I like that. I like that bass. Excellent melody. There you guys have it. That was dang it. There you guys have it. That was Stand Away, I believe. Yeah, stand. Sorry, had a brain fart there. That was a really, really good song. I really appreciated how they used the distortion and the heavier sort of style very sparingly in the song, because it gave it that emotional punch that it needed when they were using it. I really liked how they would contrast the verses and even the bridge with was sort of like a softer style, and the bridge. Oh, excuse me. The bridge I thought was really, really nice in that it kind of like dropped off and it had a really nice groove to it. I really liked the groove that was in the bridge. I really liked how the bass cut through the mix in the bridge. I thought that was very, very nice. Overall, this song had amazing guitar parts. I really liked they were using a classical guitar. I believe they were using one with nylon strings, but I could be wrong. During the verses, it sounded very, very good how they contrasted the verses and the bridge with the chorus, and how the chorus had that emotional punch that it needed. I really enjoyed the song overall. Definitely really cool. I really enjoyed how they were using sort of operatic type vocals during the choruses as well. I think I've heard that song. I've heard them do something like that before. I believe in this song called Carolina 4. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I apologize. But Carolina 4, I believe, had some sort of like opera style to it as well, which I really, really enjoyed. I could definitely say the same for this song. So overall, very, very good song. Really enjoyed it. And I would say that the lyrical interpretation goes deeper than what I was initially talking about it. The more I realized it, they're probably talking about the government too, how these people are in poverty, and not only the church, but the government doesn't do anything to help its own people at all. That's sort of like what this seemed like to me. You guys can let me know if I'm wrong or if I got it right. I would definitely like to know. Overall, absolutely amazing song. Really enjoyed Stand Away. Super good song. So now we are up to Never Understand. And I guess let's look and see what it says. I think I had looked at the lyrics before I did this. Yeah, so this is one where I sort of like glossed over the lyrics first before I did the reaction, just so that I could get a better understanding and I wouldn't have to waste so much time. So from what I could tell, this song is about him just worrying about all the different kinds of things that is going on in his life in Brazil, and he wants to be in this happy place. He wants to be in a place where he is free. He is free from all of the corruption, all of the famine, that kind of stuff. He doesn't really. He wishes he was in a pleasant place where none of this stuff was affecting people, and that's sort of like what I think the theme of the song is. You guys can let me know if I got that wrong or right. I probably won't get into lyrical analysis afterwards, simply because I think that's what it is. Of course, you guys can let me know. So I guess without further ado, let's check out Never Understand. And again, I think they're using a classical guitar with nylon strings right here. I really like the sound. It has a sort of a different sound than a normal like metal string guitar. Really like the fade in they had there. That was nice. Like Okay. Okay. I like how the bass is cutting through the mix. Ooh, bass solo, yes. Okay. Solo. I don't like fade outs on amazing solos, but ah, that ending solo was amazing. Okay, I gotta be honest. So, let's do a musical analysis. I wasn't really feeling this song in the beginning. I was getting ready to sort of prepare my thoughts and say this was gonna be my least favorite on the record. Um, but it really picked up towards the middle, and then it finished so just like so strong on the end there. And so I'm gonna reverse what I originally had thought. I thought that this was gonna be my least favorite on the album, but it's actually one of the best. I really liked. The one thing I didn't really think is the intro kind of dragged a little bit too long. Um, and there wasn't. I was starting to like sort of lose interest. They weren't really doing a whole bunch of like intricate stuff there. But then I realized why. It's because they're saving all that for like the second half of the song. And so it's sort of like this build up to it. First, you got, this bass solo, which was super short but really, really sweet. And then it goes into sort of a slower, more methodical type of guitar solo. And then they just ramp it up with the intensity until they just sort of hit you with this absolutely amazing solo at the end there. I think I think both guitarists were soloing at the end there. They were sort of dueling back and forth. That was absolutely amazing. I really, really enjoyed this song simply from the aspect of the guitars alone. The drums also were really, really good in this song. They definitely fit the overall sort of I guess theme that they were trying to accomplish with the song. I really, really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the bass cutting through the mix. I could hear it very, very prominently throughout the rest of the song after he sort of like did the bass solo. I thought that was very, very nice. And I'm glad to have been proven wrong by this song. And I was getting ready to prepare my thoughts. I was like, okay, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that. But then I just threw it all out the window. Super good song. Really, really enjoyed it. They definitely redeemed the song in the second half of the song. So that's going to be my analysis for Never Understand. And I will sort of piggyback on what I was saying earlier about like him looking all around and seeing all this bad stuff happening, and how um excuse me, and how he wants to stay in his happy place. Well, from the looks of it, it's also he's looking at it towards the aspect of humans are sort of destined to go this way. The line that made me think that was when he had said, "Never understand. We're like mad horses heading for the bend." And so they're just he's comparing humans to mad horses, saying that something that's insane. It doesn't really know it doesn't really know safety boundaries and that kind of stuff. So maybe he's saying that humans are sort of I don't know, whether it be destined or hardwired to go towards the cliff, even though we know it's dangerous and that kind of stuff. I guess that's sort of like what he was trying to say here too, is that humans are typically drawn to stuff that is very, very bad for them, which is true. Like, that statement's true. I don't know if that's necessarily what he was trying to accomplish, or if that's just sort of me interpreting it in a different way. But there's definitely some lines in here that make me think sort of like that. That's going to be my analysis for Never Understand. Absolutely amazing song. Definitely wasn't the best in the beginning, but it picked up. It picked up towards the middle, and then it finished super, super strong with that guitar solo. I wish it would have had a definitive end, though, instead of just fading out. I really don't like songs that do that. And it's always a shame when they do it, especially a song like Fade to Black, for example. That, I would have to say, is in my top 3 favorite guitar solos of all time. And it's just, it would have been my number 1 if they would have just, if they wouldn't have made the fade out, because it was just, that solo is just absolute perfection. But yeah, that's my analysis for Never Understand. Awesome song, with a couple of flaws in the beginning. So we're gonna go to Wuthering Heights, and I'm gonna be honest. I believe this is based off of a book. Now, I have never read the book. I've never read the book, but I've actually read about it in a different book. I read the Twilight franchise, and this was something they had mentioned. It was also in the movie. I have never read the book myself, so I don't know anything about it. But you guys let me know if it's any good, and I'll go ahead and check it out. It's just I've never done it myself. So yeah, I'm not really going to be doing a lyrical analysis on the last one. I'll be judging it based off of the music alone. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And if I do read it, I'll come back and I'll sort of like re-listen to the song with a new perspective. I'll put it that way.
You had a temper like my jealousy, two hearts are greedy. How could you leave me when I needed to possess you? I hated you, I loved you too. Bad dreams in the night. You told me I was going to lose the fight. Leave behind, wandering, wandering, wandering nights. It's me, got me, come on. I'm so cold, let me in your window. It's clear, it's me, got me, come on. I'm so cold, let me in your window. Oh, it gets dark, it gets lonely on the other side from you. I find a lot to find a lot falls through without you. I'm coming back, Lord, through Heathcliff, my one dream, my only master. Too long I run in the night. I'm coming back to his side, I put it right. I'm coming home to wandering, wandering, wandering heights. It's clear, it's me, got me, go. I'm so cold, let me in your window. It's clear, it's me, got me, go. I'm so cold, let me in your window. Oh, let me have it, let me cry out your soul. Yeah, let me honest, let me cry out your soul. Yeah, it's me. Oh no, it's clear, it's me, got me, go. I'm so cold, let me in your window. It's clear, it's me, got me, go. I'm so cold, let me in your window. It's clear, it's me, got me, go. I'm so cold, no, no, no.
Yes. Hit me with that solo.
It's clear, it's me, got me, go. I'm so good,
Absolutely amazing solo at the end. And just to fade out with Andre's vocals is just absolute perfection. Uh, Holy crap! I really enjoyed that song. That was such a beautiful and just touching song. Um, Absolutely amazing song. Like I said, I'm not going to really get into the lyrics simply because I don't really know what it's talking about. But if I had to say, it's about someone, it's about a relationship, and this person either kicked them out and they were wanting to come back home or something. That's what I get. Yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna go. I will, however, say this was a very, very, very good ballad. I really enjoyed this sort of stripped back feel it had to it. It was mainly piano driven. I really, really enjoyed that. It was a very, very nice change up for Angra. Really, really enjoyed that. I like the drums. The drums sounded amazing in this song as well. Um, but Andre's vocals are really where this song shines. The just amazing highs he is able to hit in this song is just a testament to how talented and gifted of a vocalist he was. May he rest in peace. There, there's only been a few like him, and I don't think we'll ever see a vocalist like him for a while. Um, he was just such a gifted and such a kind soul. Simply looking at this album and looking at the passion that he had for his country, the people who were the people who were less fortunate than him, and it's just it's really humbling to see that someone who had all this fame, who had all this influence, still cared about people in his community. Um, and so it's heartbreaking to think about, and um, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Audrey. I just don't want to get too emotional. Um, Song was absolutely beautiful. That solo at the end mixed with Andre's vocals is just absolute perfection. I loved every single second of that. The solo was just so emotional and so passionate. I just loved it so much. And then just to have Andre's vocals just serenading you on top of it, it was awesome. Really, really enjoyed that. I would have to say that this is probably my favorite song on the album. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, definitely has me interested in checking out the book, and maybe I'll do that. Let me know if that's something I should do. I won't obviously do anything for it here on the channel, but I'll read it in my own time. Um, Absolutely amazing song, Wuthering Heights. Overall, all three of these songs are really good. Um, really, the only one that I could find any sort of flaw with, but it's not really a flaw. It's just not my thing. Was never understand. I wasn't really a fan of in the beginning how it was just mainly kind of stripped back instruments, and I didn't really know what they were doing with it, and it just I felt like they could have done something else there. But that's just me. I really enjoyed the second half of the song. It really redeemed it for me. I would still say though it's about a 4. Simply for the fact that I didn't really enjoy it as much as the others, but it's hard to beat that last section. Um, so that's what I'll say about that song. Um, Stand Away was also a very, very, very good song. I really enjoyed sort of the more classical type of elements they had in that song. Super good melodies in that song, definitely for sure. But this song, Wuthering Heights, is the king of melodies that I have heard on this album so far because it was just so melodic, so emotional, so just touches your soul, man. I really enjoyed this song. That's what I'm going to do for my analysis for the video. Really enjoyed the songs today. And I'm definitely excited for the last part of the Angels Cry album reaction. But before we do that, I need to ask you guys, as is tradition that I've been doing these album reactions, if there's any sort of either B-side or limited edition song that came out in the process of this album reaction and in this album, I need to know. If there's any like bonus songs that I need to react to, please let me know in the comment section below. I don't want to miss them. I have missed them before, and so I don't want to miss them again. So with that out of the way, guys, this has been Christ. We will see you later. May Andre rest in peace.